All right, hello everyone, welcome along. Unfortunately, it is just me this morning. I know I said yesterday that FSG would be here with me, but he's not 100%. So, been a little bit under the weather with some flu and things like that the last few days. So, he was hoping he was going to be all right, but not quite today. So, hopefully, he said he might stop in and say hello. So, it is just me. So, I thought I'd take the chance to have a look at FDR Logging's mods, which all came out yesterday, the day before. So we'll go and have a look at those. But first of all, welcome along everyone. Yos, good to see my friend. Welcome along. We've actually got something a little special from Yos to have a look at. So he dared me to try it out on stream. So we'll see how that goes. But Amy, hello. Welcome to you. Hey DC, how you doing? Kiwi Sim Farmer, good morning. You're out nice and early. Oh, what it's like your way. It was a real pea super down here this morning. Very, very foggy. Hopefully not like that around the country. That could really disrupt some Christmas travel plans for everyone. Hey, you're on. How you doing? Back in a bit, putting the devil to sleep. Fair enough, mate. I hope he sleeps well. G'day, Hanson. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So, this is actually technically it's a new map. I think it was one that FDR had on FS22, Pine Ridge logging map. So, custom map by them. All of their equipment, or not all of their equipment, some of their equipment. So we've got a few bits and pieces in front of us. We've also gone, and you can't see it, but I've actually got set up over here somewhere. On my microphone. There it is. We've got one of the T1600s set up, so we are actually going to try and do some dual joystick logging and that sort of thing too. So see how that all works out. In fact, you might just about be able to see it. We need to get rid of Alf. He doesn't need to sit there. He will annoy me. I'm going to sit down here. He can be our festive cheer because I've got a huge amount of I couldn't even find a Santa hat to put on this morning. So there you go. But yeah, over yonder. Is the other joystick, so we'll be giving that a little bit of a whirl as well. I've also tried, let's see if I can just bring this up. Press that button and bring this over. So FDR's given a guide on how to set up dual joysticks. I don't have a sim task on my left side, so I've had to be a little bit more creative with some of the buttons, but I've definitely set up the right side exactly the same as what they recommend. So we'll see how that all goes for us as well. So yeah, it's all going to be a little bit of an experiment, a little bit of a see how this all works. Yeah, 100% all on console. You go down, download it from his website, and it's all good to go. Hey Craig, how you doing? Good morning. Crofter, how you doing? Chad, g'day, how you doing? That's the last couple. That's all good, buddy. Good to have you here. Right. So first things first, I have gone and somewhere. Did I do it? I didn't. I was going to. Flight mode on. Why? Yeah. Flight mode. Enabled. There we go. Right, now it's enabled. I had enabled it. So just having a look at the map, literally, it's trees. Even when you get far enough away and you get rid of the trees, you can see these little lumps. So, you can still make it. It's not so flat area, so if you still wanted to come in and do some farming or something like that, you can come in and clear it out. But lots of trees, lots of different sized trees. So we're going to pick a spot. This actually looks like not a bad place to come up and do a bit of testing out and trying things out. But yeah, different sized trees, different types of terrain, things like that. There's even, if you really want to get adventurous, I thought this would be kind of cool if you wanted to use the yarder. I really have no idea if the yarder would be long enough, but could you imagine setting up here, sending the yarder all the way down there, taking these trees off the top of the hill? You can get up to them. There's a track around the other side here somewhere. There it is. So you can get yourself up to this side. Basically we have a look at the map. And basically you've got a road that wraps the whole way around. Back through the middle, and then where we are, it's got this sort of dirt track which comes up, and then there's a whole lot of sort of what you'd call logging sites. There's only one farmland, so you can buy the whole lot. And I've also, with my settings, I can't figure out which button it is. Oh, it's that one there. I can't, it's the throttle slider on the T1600. Can't figure out which key to unbind it for moving the map, but yeah. It's a logging map, right? If you want to do some logging, it's a logging map. There's another one actually, RGC modding, and that was something FSG I might have looked at tonight. What is Backcountry by RGC, which is basically a mining kind of logging map as well. And I think it's a 4x, but that's out as a beta test on RGC's site. So a few maps starting to filter through. So that's that. Right, on that part. Got that all sorted. How are you doing, Chinook? Good morning, mate. welcome along. So as you can see, we've got the cat here that's set up with a grapple. We've got the tiger cat in the background that's got the Waratah processor on the front. All of these are FDR's modding mods. So we've got the H550 Beaver gooseneck trailer, or whatever they call it. What is it? Beaver tail trailer, I think. But I'm pretty sure this might be a version that he's modded from FS25, one of the base games. He's got his own Mack trucks. He's decked out for logging, and then we've got a big logging trailer. So if by the end of the stream I've managed to fill that trailer once, I'll be a happy chappy. That'll get me satisfied. But let's go over and have a look. I'm going to use this store for now, and then I'll show you what Yoss has sent me as well. Easiest way to find all of these is this mods and DLCs tab over here, and then you can see this is everything that they've released so far, and you can get from their website. But I should have put a link to that in the description. But anyhow, FDRlogging.com. You go through and find out how to download things. But there's a few different, I don't know, processing unit. What are they? Harvesters, excavators, whatever you want to call them. LTX, Hitachis, metal. The tiger cats down there, a wheeler, Mr. Cat as well. Got a cat skidder, there's the beaver tail trailer, the logging truck, then just a whole lot of different couple of different types of grapples, a few different trailers. There's 3 different trailers in there as well, a couple of different processing units, and it's got the bunch of belly headers there as well, which you can put on those. So we've gone for and the brush cutter, which I think will mulch. Yeah, it takes out the stumps and bushes and things like that, and that will go in the heavier excavator. So yeah, a few different bits and pieces, which we'll try out a couple of them, see how we go. Could be a entertaining stream, so we'll see how we go. Should try the Hori on the right and farm stick on the left. I could. I've got no space. The thing is, this little bracket that this is mounted on is only big enough, like literally it finishes just short, and that's why this is at a bit of an angle, because it won't sit on their square. So I could do. What I'd love to do actually is there's another mounting spot for these brackets. I thought I could see if I could find a similar one, or mount something on the other side. I've also tried to figure out, I need to take it off and play around, if I can invert that bracket somehow to lift this up higher. But it's actually sitting here like this with my arm. You can just see the armrest there on the chair. It's actually quite a comfy height for that. So another one on the other side, it actually would be quite a good setup, and still keeps my desk nice and clear. So, but it would be nice to try the Hori one out too. Right, let's go find somewhere to try and cut down some trees. But agricultural trucks, I found they were pretty slow too. Actually, let's just slow time down, or we're going to end up in the middle of the night. So, where did I say we were going to go? Yeah, down this way, just to this one. It's actually the closest one for us too. Right. The thing you'll notice with his gear is that they seem to swing around, like you can see that just driving forwards, getting a bit of sway going on with the processor on the back. It works. Works, that's the main thing. Down in here and have a look in on the left. I didn't really try out FDR's things very much at all in 22. In fact, I didn't do much logging at all in 22. Apart from logging league stuff. So I really enjoyed doing it in 19 with whole macro series I ran on that. So maybe see about getting back into it a little bit more. Alright, I reckon we might just sit up in here. There's some good big trees to try and cut down. Cut to length. Right. Mark a little bit further up. It's out of the way a bit. Parked there, under those straps. The automatic engine start and stop on, which I'm just going to leave. I don't normally play with that on. In fact, need to take the trailer off. things first. Disconnect that off there. Drive this forward out of the way. Find it. Right, so now if I remember correctly, let's try and reposition that just a touch. My phone all the way out of the way. There's a bit of a stretch to that one. So we've got our arm, and that's interesting. Just lost one of my keybinds already. That should be left to right. Unsaved. Huh. Well, that's frustrating. So for whatever reason, it hasn't saved the keybinds, even though I set those up earlier. Down and have a look. Oh, so the other thing to mention, which is, I think is actually, I was thinking about it, I thought it's a little bit strange, but it actually is a really good idea. Because FDR has, it does have it still set up. FDR has their own input bindings. So everything, there's a mod which comes with it, which you have to put in there, and everything's bound to its own thing. So you can still have your crane, your front loaders, or even your base game forestry stuff all set up however you want up here. But when you come down here, you can see it's got its own input bindings. So you're not really actually going to wreck any of your other equipment if you go through and use their bindings. So why is that not working? There's always going to be the risk of doing something like this. I had it working last night. So swing cab right should be that one. Okay. Control. Probably bound to something else. Is it steering now? No, it is too. Okay. So this is part of the thing. There's a lot of trial and error. So that's got vehicle. Steer right and steer left set to it. So we need to go in there and get rid of that one. Go in there and get rid of that. What I'd suggest is if you've got a joystick which you're just using for something like this, be to get rid of all the controls off it. No, still hasn't done it. Control groups. I think you're dazed. Oops, I'm going to disconnect that. Ah. Back up on there. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. I didn't change control groups, but now it's working. Crazy, eh? Right, so that's job number one done. Figured out. Now, what does it have? You do have an in-cab view, which I might have a look at using. I can still use my steering wheel to drive it, so I'm using my pedals to go forward. I've managed to break my look around on that, so. But it's also interesting, I noticed that they didn't use look on the control settings. So, just wait and see. The other thing that when you're out cab and when you twist the excavator or swing the arm around like that, it doesn't change the camera angle. Camera angle stays fixed, which I also thought was kind of interesting. So let's just get in here and see if we can start. Actually, what we'll do before we do this, there's a whole lot of stuff I can actually, now fingers crossed this is all going to work still. I'm also fixed on length. I can't zoom in anywhere. No. Sure I had that zoom in last time. Right. Anyhow, if you look at the processor keyed on there, button, see we can make the wheels go forward and back, but I can actually, there's heaps that can happen. So you can open and close those grabs. So if you've got a log grabbed in there, so you've got those ones open and close, then you can open the top ones. So that like that. swing things around, twist the head. So that's I'm using the twist on the left joystick, twist that around. Got our raise and lower on this side. That one doesn't actually do anything for this. I can't remember what it's set to do. Twist on that side and up and down there. So, see, I'm getting a log grabbed, tree grabbed. Oops, before I do that, come in here and change our cut lengths to 6 meters. So we'll carry on. 6 meters is probably handleable because the longer they are in a grab, the less stable they are. So we'll have a look at that. How you doing anyhow, Days? Good to see you, mate. Well, all set for Christmas. This is where kind of see I was miles off. Should be in a cab to try and do that. I think a lot of his stuff is designed to be used in cab. Anyhow, we get to there and we can actually close those ones. Close those ones, and they grab hold of it. And now, if I have everything, I have the processor turned on, which I'll just press with B. Trigger button on my left joystick. It's just gone and cut that one. I'll swing it out of the way. Get all twisted over. Now I think if I close those wheels down, I don't know if I release it on that side. I thought they were they're kind of trying to. I thought they were meant to grab. They're not. Anyhow, open those back up, grab that back up. So now I can press the trigger button on the right side and that will go and cut them to length. Sorry, on the left side, so that's my left trigger doing the cutting. And then I think you can actually manually, somehow manually saw out. I was playing around with that yesterday, so doing everything from the wrong angle is not a good idea. Doing this backwards. That one's going to end up all where I don't want it. Let's just pull that one over the other side. Which button was it? It's the wheels. This trigger. Oh, is it one of these? No, that attaches and attaches. Oops. Oh, there we go. That one there. So this is the top hat on the left-hand joystick. See, it's got I've got tabs set up to that. That's annoying. We'll get rid of that one. So let's tab between vehicles. Which the next vehicle. Let's get rid of that. And that's why my camera zoom doesn't work, because it's attached to those ones. I don't have it. It's interesting. Camera zoom was attached there. I also think I managed to reset my controls while I was doing this all yesterday too. So let's go and see if we can find this vehicle again. Here we go. So I think it's when you've got something like that, you should be able to. Let's see if I drop that and does this whole, I don't know why it does this automated saw process when the saw's down. What I'm trying to do is the way, at least I thought there was a way to get the wheels. Oh, there we go. Wheels are meant to roll it, and then you're meant to be able to cut it yourself. That's what's meant to happen anyhow. Logging fails 101. Like I said, if I could... Here we go. That's the tilt one. So that's on the little trigger on here. That's what I was looking for a second ago. Tilt, turn. What I can do now... Open those up. Put those down. There's the clamps on the front of there to pick that up. Close the wheels down on it. Let go of the clamps. And there we go. So we can do that now. And then I can bring the saw down. And it does that. So actually you can basically automate the cutting however you want. Which is kind of cool. A lot going on. A lot for me to think about. Let's grab that back into there. And... not that one. I don't know, which one was I just using? Okay. That's not going to cut that because it's too far off the end. Anyhow, you get the idea, right? I mean, we've so far managed to cut down one tree. It's a start. So we can do it from in cab. I find it's going to be a whole lot easier in cab. We've got that clamped. Turn it back on. Sawing action going. That's neat enough, right? It's quiet in here. So I don't know if there's an option to feed the feed the log and then cut it. Like feed it to a set length, or whether you just have to guess. So, not quite sure what happened with that. Learning. One thing with this is you end up concentrating so hard and then you forget about chat. Everything else that's going on. That around there. That. Mess. Make sure we can get our truck back past here for bringing in the grapple. It's twisted around all funny. That's right. There's a lot of things you can do as you're going, sort of getting the head set back up in the right spot. Remembering to reopen your grabs on them. Get this one down and about the right spot. Just going to throw logs everywhere. Game at pick up sticks by the time we're finished. It's a start, right? I said I'd be a pro. Been doing this for 20 minutes. From the side like that's almost easier to see. Swinging them further might almost work better. Always happens on a live stream. Everything happens on streams. But you don't want to happen. Nothing's wrong. There we go. Just gotta put money in the envelopes and all set. How about yourself? Yeah, alright, mate. Alright. Enjoying, already enjoying some time off. Nice to sort of relax. Things to do around the house. Already made a list and getting onto some of those. Good. Spent half the day yesterday with our futsal team training for the Aussie trip, which was good. Good fun. Great bunch of kids. I'm looking forward to that. Takes up a lot of time, but I do enjoy it. So. The only thing I'm having trouble with is the trees getting sort of twisted around the wrong way. G'day, some guy. How you doing? Good to see you. How you doing, Elder? Welcome along. Good to have you here as well this morning. Good morning. What map is it? This is called Pine Ridge Logging map. So this comes from FDR Logging, whose mods I'm using. It's all part of his mod download pack. So go to fdrlogging.com. You will find all of their mods. It's just an all-out, full-on logging map. So if you want to do some logging, quite a good one. That is all there is. Now, I don't know, I haven't looked into it yet. I know he has a habit of messing around with trees and changing weights on trees and that, so I don't know if this has custom trees on it, whether he's just at this stage used the base game trees. But he does a lot of work with the forestry stuff. I've watched enough that I know he'd grab something like that and he'd just flick it away and it becomes waste for another day. Green. There we go, it's working right now. Swing going on. Into rhythm. Let's go. The deadwood. Open the grapple up. Figure out which one we're taking out next. I don't know what others have found. We kind of talked about it briefly yesterday. I do feel like in cab is much easier with 22 than it was in 25. I don't know why. For some reason, but definitely does feel easier. And we should really, if we were doing this properly, we'd be thinning out that short stuff, and we wouldn't be taking that back because no one at the sawmill is going to want those trees. Alas, it's us. Alright, let's have a look. Maybe there's something in front of us. It's a bit messier when I look out the side like this. Stopping me here. That in-cab view because I felt like that was going to be a whole lot easier to use. we should be doing is probably running along the track and working from the outside in rather than trying to go right through the middle like I am at the moment. Right. How I managed to do that. I just went straight through the middle of that tree. We'll see. Then it gets loaded. When you've tried to twist it and you load it, it's like it's loaded up and pre-tensioned. Doesn't like it much. Having that head facing that way is hard. Cheers, Days. Good to see you, mate. I had some people, I saw some comments the other day, people saying it'd be great to see the potato processing pack back for 25. So, you're being missed, mate, you're being missed. Anyhow, have yourself a wonderful Christmas, buddy. Nice to see you. Take care and yeah, catch up sometime. Reminds me of when I was doing lots of work on Terra Farm with our mountain. That was fun, getting to use the excavators and dual joysticks and things. Oh. Okay. We can fix this. Down. Pressure +5. We regret to inform you that before Christmas your husband's been killed in a forestry accident. Means when you give amateurs heavy equipment, let them go at it with no instruction. Right. Get into some big trees. This is what we want to cut down. This is probably where I need to be on the outside so that they fall away from me. I can drag them that way. Like that. And the idea would be swing it around. What did I miss? Sorry. Completely, like I said, completely concentrating on what I'm doing. Enjoyed 2 days of vacation so far, a weekend. Tomorrow starts the Christmas dinner preparations. Nice, you know? I don't know what we're going to have to do for dinner prep, meal prep. We're going to my mum's place, but we've actually organised the food. But I think she's going to prep most of it. We might just end up having to do a dessert or something. Yeah, that's better. Fell down a little bit more where I wanted it. Not quite. The tree gone. Offcuts pile. Yes, I think we're going to have to go through and spend some time trying to redo my controls. Right, let's have a look. Let's get ourselves out of this queue. Park this out of the way a little bit further. We're going to get the truck and we might bring the grab up here and see if we can actually start doing something useful. Alright. Take this truck up first. I'm going to get the grab. See what happens. See how different this truck without any weight on it is fair hauling, whereas that truck before with the low loader on didn't go anywhere near as fast as this did. So let's figure out where we want to be parking for this. Back across there, so what I'm going to do, go the whole way down and around, come back. Not too big a section in here. Stick to the tracks a little bit better. Different not being on a live stream, on a multiplayer server, everything's much more responsive. That is a certified mess, that is. Right. And the other truck. Let's put back together. Get this picked up now. The mess, Amy. Don't judge me on my logging beauty. Can't miss them. Yeah, probably could have cut them down a little bit lower, right? Practice, 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 practice. All right. Get off again. Move forward. So one thing I'm not sure about is which machines you should use where. I don't know whether you should be using these machines with the higher cabs for, these are probably more for stacking, whereas the shorter stumpy ones are probably better for logging and getting down in amongst the trees. Be my guess, but I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to turn once you're on it. Exit. Should be square before you even get to this point. You're turning the wrong way. Right, there we go. Put that there for now. Alright. Got a booster at Christmas party. You have a Merry Christmas. Likewise, Crofter. Thanks, buddy. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. yeah, hope you have a good one as well. I'll have a look in a second, Amy. Right, let's get that strapped down. I'm assuming it holds it in place when it's strapped down. I should try it. Oh. Is that our, nice. That's the, that's, can I say what that is? Ask you first. We were talking about it yesterday. How would people normally load it? Would you normally load it this way around and have the arm sitting out the back like this? One thing I was thinking about when I loaded the one last night. The other thing normally with an excavator, you kind of tuck the lower boom in right in and under, but the grapple doesn't quite fit. Alright, we'll run this one down the other way this time. Out of the way. That's the way you do it in real life, but wouldn't you, because that boom's sitting up really high, isn't it? I wonder if you'd normally try and do something to keep it out of the way a little bit better. I don't think, I just spin around, I don't think I could lift that one right up, this one right back and in. Maybe without the grapple it would. I don't know. Right. Oh, that was interesting noise. Oh, maybe I did put off that, didn't I? It's in this spot. See what I'm doing. Steering wheel with an excavator. Not what you'd normally do. Okay, cool. Thank you. So we talked about yesterday, Amy was making a map, FS25, gone from a single mod to a map, jumping right in the deep end. And she just sent me the PDA, so how many fields did it have for me? There was a lot of fields. Let's see, there's 131. Is it a 2x map, Amy? Pretty cool. Cooper Angus in Scotland. There you go. Yeah. That's the start of the PDA. With the fields on it. That's pretty cool. Nice work. I'll look forward to following along your progress. To keep us informed. It's up to date with things. Finish next week. Yeah. No, before Christmas, not before the end of the year. Right. Let's drive in. Drive in here. Get ourselves positioned in here. Right. Now, let's try and figure things out with this. There is a way. So that raises and lowers that little grab. Same buttons for closing and opening the grapple, yeah, so it's the same as the other grapple. There is a button somewhere. It's meant to, I can't remember which one I had it set up to. Maybe I didn't set it up, but I'm meant to be able to level the grapple. One of those. Right. How many times have I done that today? Already. That one. Alright. There's no point being able to do this if I can't level the grapple off. How many logs you can grab in this one? This is huge. See how that's because I'm basically holding it like that. I should be able to look at the grab on those. This is why I love FDR stuff. He does some really cool things. If you've ever watched him log, he would basically grab that like that, put those logs there, and then he kind of loosens it enough that they drop down, and he lowers that down, grabs it again, so he's got a nice end to the stack. There we go, it's that one. Of course it is. I knew there was something I didn't have attached to that left-hand side. That makes more sense, doesn't it? See how these, like, I don't know why, I don't know how, but his logs just don't wiggle around anywhere near like they do on other maps, so let's try and do it in cab. I still think this is going to be the easier way. My head up a little bit. What am I trying to do? Down in there. What's that? Alright, here we go. We're underway. I do need to have something set. This is where actually eye tracking would be fantastic for this. So maybe I should set up my eye tracking because I wouldn't need to shift my head much for this. But I don't have a Toby. I've got that that virtual eye tracking. How well those grab. Yeah, just being able to tip your head up there. Toby, if you want to send me an eye tracker, I'll do lots of logging. It'll be perfect. Looking Argsy up. It's Christmas after all. I'm too close, that's my main problem. It is a 4x. Oh, solid. That's cool. That is, you really have taken a lot on. 4x first time ever making a map and you've gone for a 4x. I admire your courage. I'm not gonna lie, these are much easier to crack than some of the others. I can see myself needing another farm stick for this too. SG, hooking Argsy up, it's Christmas. The trees have all been changed from base game. I thought they would be. I know that's what he's done before. As far as that will tip back in. That's kind of at my limit for reach. Oh. I don't know if you can see the problem here, but the excavator's decided to have a rest. Which is not what it's meant to do. Right, let's just release those logs. Bender's fault. He's bent me over. Made me fall over. Right, let's call in the cavalry. It's playable. You max playable already. Wowzers. That's very, very impressive. That escalated quickly, yeah, it did. Yeah, it's things that you say and you regret it and hope that no one else picks it up. Back out of the way. It's on strike. Like it's Christmas, what are you making me do all this work for? This is where I'm still trying to figure out whether it's better to have the fixed view or the pivot view. I reckon the pivoting view would be easier the way the base game does it than this. I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure once you got into the hang of this could actually work out quite well too. Sees as he struggles to get into the hang of this. Definitely easier in cab. Much easier. I think when I get good enough, I should be able to pick a single one up like that. Put it down where you want it. Pick up multiple logs and make your loads more efficient. An audition for Logging League and I'm failing miserably. No one's going to want me in their team. Oh, don't mash it like that. Alright, there's been prettier things done in life. We'll take it. Doing too bad, am I? Not doing too bad. What's this voodoo log grab that works? So this is all of FDR Modding's mods vendor. So you're not familiar with FDR Logging, he's been around for quite some time and just does logging mods. Does all his own stuff, doesn't release things on ModHub. Basically focuses on the logging things, and he's got a huge following actually, 50,000 subs on YouTube. He's been doing this for a long time and he's sort of customized the game just to be for logging, so makes his own maps for logging, which this is, creates all his own mods, modifies the trees, just a whole lot of stuff just to make logging fun, or more realistic. Basically converting farming simulator into a forestry simulator. Best way to describe it. So rookies like me can come along, guys who've got a couple of joysticks, come along and think that they're a forestry god. The words of Jeremy Clarkson, I am a forestry god. Do it. Not good enough. Talent left the building. The one's stuck. Oh, get out of there. Oh, you do know. Yeah, good. Here we go. Here we go. I want to grab that one. Definitely a case of practice would make perfect. Looks better. Now let's try and be a clever dick here. Oh. Clever dick didn't have them tight enough, and clever dick made a mess. Just I know when my skill levels are exceeded. Doesn't make me stop trying though. Skill level exceeded a long time ago. Up, up, up. Well, we haven't lost any over the back. Just about got a half load done. I'd say so far I've exceeded my expectations. I had low expectations. They weren't going to be hard to exceed, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Dutch modelling. I had a look. I tried it last night when I saw something pop up. I was like, oh my god, it's this Courseplay. And it wouldn't work for me. But then I see in the last hour or two that they released something as a developer's version. So yeah, pretty excited to try that out. I was going to try and do it on stream, but I just didn't have time to test things. But yeah, it's pretty cool if it's a full working version of Courseplay. Proper exciting. What do I manage to get this one? Let's get that out of the way or it's going to wreck everything. Yeah, very cool. Very cool, very exciting to have Courseplay. It's there and it's working. We'll be taking a look at that later on. Nice little Christmas present. It's open. It's open. There we go. Let's not wreck things more than I need to. That seems to be working out alright. Right, onto the back one. You have it on your safe, works brilliantly. Dropped a link in your Discord sim chat. Nice. Hey Frosty, how you doing? Is it Monday? It is for me. Monday for me. How you doing? The more sleeps and Sandra will be here. I'm doing so well, and then I try and do too much. I get that top one to move. Yeah. Got it. Right, let's try that. That looks like be a pretty good goer. Break those in. Look at that. I'm practicing for the last hour. I'm getting more. More, getting more. Ah! Here we go. Down now. Down now. Down now, brown cow. That'll do. Power on the back of the truck. Doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to get to the sawmill. These little ones are actually, and I wonder to get rid of them all the time. They're the most annoying logs there is. Right, let's have a look. Scroff just put a video up on, of course he did. For 2 o'clock on Sunday. I always like playing the guessing game of where you are if it's 2 o'clock on Sunday. Or 6 hours behind me, you must be, what's that, East Coast, US or Central? worked exactly how I wanted it to. Now this is where I can put that little one down there to try and stabilize the load. That if you were using long logs, I'm going to do that. We don't have long ones, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Right, what have we got left? It's all scrubby stuff we don't need. I've done it again. Okay, process averted. And over there. This one out of the way too. Making it look easy. Thanks, buddy. I'd say having the dual joysticks definitely makes it much easier than it should be. Undecided. I think cab view's still easier way to do it. Probably shouldn't be driving with a load, but let's do it that way. Alright, look at that. Just about finished. Okay, picked it all up. Ah, now it's got a file to download. Nice. That's what I was looking at this morning. Didn't really have a file or anything to download, so that's good to know. We'll check that out a little bit later on. But even, we might even, or we might do. What I might do, I might finish off this load, and then we might go and check out how it works. Go play with it and get it downloaded. I've got everything. Yeah, have I? Chinook, my friend, thank you again. 5 gifted memberships. You are a star. Thank you, buddy. He's got those Brownie, Farmy Gaming, KB, Lordu, and Captain Biggles. Gifted memberships courtesy of Chinook and his generosity. Right, once more. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Leave them flat. Actually, I'll put them on the truck. Got them all picked up. A few things you shouldn't be done. Above your pay scale and outside your skill level. Let's just celebrate the fact you managed. Right down and clear all those trees. Success! Have a look now. We find half of them hanging out over the back. Ah, there's 1, 2. Okay. It's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a win as far as I'm concerned. Let's go get it sold. Maybe we take it to. That's not bad. I'm intrigued. What have we been doing? About an hour. Let's say an hour. 8:15. Started at 7. Spent a bit of time talking about mods and maps and getting things set up. So, and messing around with a few keybinds. So let's say it's an hour to load that up. Is it worth it? I have to wait till after work. Ah, that's a bummer. Thanks again, Chinook. Appreciate your support throughout the year, not just with the memberships, but with everything you do in the background for the community, for the Discord server, for the multiplayer servers. You're a legend, mate. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's have a look. Just want to see. I'm assuming there's only the one sell point for wood. Wood biomass heating plant. What's that? Yeah. Take that. Surely, where's the actual trigger? Oh no. I don't actually have to drop them in there, do I? Loading zone. It's a sell wood trigger. Oh no. Are we just closer? Just wanted to test that there was collisions on those things. Just wanted to test 3 or 4 times that there was collisions on those. Yep, they've all got collisions on. Yep, they all have collisions. Gee, unstrap things might work too. That sold some of it, 23 grand. Depending how, oh, strap this on, have another go. Kenshin, is this backcountry? No, this is Pinewood Forestry map by FDR Modding. So using all his mods, doing some forestry, just trying it out. I've set up my dual joysticks, all those kind of things. Let's see. It's a little bit annoying, I gotta admit. I know the idea is you probably have a loader down here and something to unload with. Maybe like the big Cinnabog in the top, big tall one. But I ain't got time for that. Collisions on rivers and offence. I've checked all that. I know what we're up for that. Plus fails, use super strength. Right. So what do we end up with after all that? I didn't even pay attention, but sold wood, $48,000. That's not bad. I'll take 48 grand. You'd make a lot of money very quickly. Right, we don't need that on. So, what I wanted to do next, I'm just going to tab back up here. There's one other thing I wanted to, well, there's 2 other things I wanted to do. So firstly, sorry off. I mean to lose the only festive spirit I've got going on the stream at the moment. So, Yos, is you still floating around? Still hanging out there? Okay, FS22 Courseplay. I'm breaking things again. Nice. So, Yoss sent this over to me, and it's a placeable. You're intending it. This should be. It doesn't use any scripts, so this should work on. Should work on. Oh, did I not enable it? I don't think I enabled it. Right, bear with me a sec here. That ruins the surprise a little bit. Let's just save that. Fixing things for liftables. Right, let's just quickly quit out of here. I need to enable a mod. Wasn't very well organized, was it? Well, you know what? One large script. Really? Let's get that. Try doing this. FDR Logging is the name of it. Okay, I need to reload to bring Courseplay. It's fine. Start that up again. When you say it's one large script, it's because it uses all the base game scripts, though, doesn't it? It's not actually using any Lua scripting that you're adding to the game. So the idea is it will be available on console, correct? We'll see. Oh, for a second, oh, okay. When I spawned in, I could see those logs in the background. I thought there were still logs on our trucks. Okay. Oh, there is Lua. Ah, so this isn't gonna. This is only gonna be. This is only gonna be for PC then, right? Let's find where it is. Tools. Right, here it is. So this is a farm vehicle shop. So basically the concept is bring it in here and build it wherever. I'm going to build it just about here. Will do. We can go customize, and there's two options, small, standard, big. See, it changes those areas. Those white lines are spawn areas, so we're just going to go small because I know I don't need anything big. Just going to go back out of there, come in here with small, and we're going to drop that down there. And now what we've got is on our farm, run over to it, is basically this farm shop. So it's kind of a store deliveries mod, but without store deliveries. It's a shop, so you could put this down in your farmyard if you didn't want to have to drive back and forth with equipment. You can come in here, press R, and there we are, we're in our shop. Go down here, I wanted to buy the brush cutter, buy one of these, buy that. And there we go, brush cutter spawned here. Ah, cool. Come over this side, it's got a workshop, so you can come and repaint, repair, customize. You can do everything at your farm instead of having to go all the way to the shop or to the store or wherever you might need to go to get some of those things. So very, very cool. Very cool idea. I think will be a good help on a number of farms. So let's just quickly do this. I remember the button I could use that time. It's alive. What? No, he's not too well. Just me. If the area is full, it will spawn at the shop. Right, that makes sense. So this little sucker here, changing camera view, right. I know, I was hopping in and out. So if we come in and turn this on, see it's going to get nice and noisy. Go through and get rid of all our stumps. I think it should. It's got quite a range on it, so you don't want to get too close to anything. I also thought it had, doesn't say anything, lower forestry mulcher, so press V, lower it. Yeah, I thought it did, thought it ploughed. Just why does it? But it might have been a limit to field option. I thought it was meant to have a plough function. A very good forestry mulching function. Let's just turn V off. Turn it off. Right. I'm sure previously, and you get it, so you get like this ploughed state with them. Unfortunately, no. But yeah, good way to sort of. Oh, there we go. Oh, we do. I just didn't have it tipped forward enough. There you go. That's what I was after. I have the mulcher down low enough. So yeah, so you can come in and sort of tidy up after you've made a mess. Ready for whatever you want to do. Make a field. Plant more trees. Whatever it is. But yeah, big range on that, which is kind of nice. Even you know, you tilt your head and everything, have it set up sideways. Come in and see. Do your mulching. Or if you have it twisted around that way, that's when you can really get it down there and do all of the ploughing and cultivating, whatever you want to do. So I think, is that everything done? It's all cleared out. Get these bits here too. There we go. That's worked out alright. I was actually quite happy with how that worked. Don't even need to touch the object to mulch, less crashing. Yeah. I think, what was Z? Was Z create fields? Anyway. I think I just had to have it tilted. It's going to act as a, must act like a power harrow or something, the way that the animation is. Looks like a power harrow, doesn't it? I'm assuming we'll also end up, now if I have a look on the map, do we end up with a whole lot of cultivated spots? Yeah. There you go, it's cultivated now. Anyhow. So that's it's a bit of fun testing all those kind of things out. What didn't we go through? Pretty much used, well, there's lots of little different grapples, so I think these are probably the logging type, the actual ones for cutting down trees, a bit more compact, whereas these are nice and high and better for loading. But there is a way you can tilt the cabs too. Some of them have tilt, I don't know if these ones do. Probably the smaller ones. If I had a button for that or not. Anyhow. Yeah, lots of cool things like that. Excuse me. Ultras backward, just rotate 180 degrees, should be easy. Okay. Cheers, Some Farmer. Have a good one, buddy. Good to see you. Likewise, go and check out KU Some Farmer as well. He does some cool stuff, playing on Hootan Pantai at the moment, streaming. You're streaming most nights, aren't you? Yeah, go give him a follow, go give him a sub, and see what you think. Right, let's just go and have a quick look here. Right, I'm gonna. We're just going to reboot the game so that it picks up Courseplay and have a go at that. Set that one active in Mod Assistant. Hey, no worries, buddy. No worries, most nights. Right, get that back going. Right, jump into here. Where should we do this? Let's go to Zalong. I haven't actually done anything on Zalong yet. Look at that, Courseplay. It's in the game. Oh, for those interested, Anywhere Object Storage has been all updated and resubmitted to Giant, so hopefully that won't take too long before, well, it's holidays. I don't expect to see it approved anytime soon, but hopefully when they get back from holidays and whatnot, it might get approved. Let's see. I'm going to say I love the screenshot that Giants use. Courseplay warning popping up. See if there's any errors. Jump in here. I don't need a tour. Right. Got an issue up there. Load areas missing. That's fine. So what have we got? We've got field 45. Actually, this is a good one to do it on. On starter farm. So let's enter the vehicle. Let's have a look. So Courseplay up on the top. So Courseplay used to always delete to start it up. There it is. So let's have a look. What have we got on the side? So I don't have any options there. Settings, general settings, controls. Can't see any settings under there for Courseplay. Look, field work MT6. Alright, so let's click on course. Right. Oh, here we go. So helper settings, so global settings, vehicle settings, helper settings, course management, and Courseplay. So it is all there. So that doesn't show up in this menu though. So the only way I've got to that is just by going no course and it's bringing up Courseplay settings. So we've got fieldwork settings as well. Working width, number of headlands. Start work on center, start work on headlands. Sharpen headland corners. On non-rounded headlands, add a headland term over where the headland direction changes abruptly. Okay. That'll maybe stop having those cutout corners. Number of round corners. Corner radius. Interesting. Headland. No, that's nice. Headland direction. I know a lot of this was probably in there previously. Select how the center of the field should be driven up, down, spiral lands, or racetrack. So, do some lands to start off with. Center direction. Doesn't matter too much. Even row width. Reduces. Ah, okay. So that would be, I'm guessing, if you had a half row at the end, it might even them out so it overlaps a little bit more. Correction to those automatic. Pop that down to 4. I've got islands in there as well. That's pretty cool. Line settings. Need that. Right, back to the map. So we're in field 43. We want to do field work. Generate a field work course. And there we go, look at that. It's already generated it. And looks like it's doing lands. So did that use my fieldwork settings here? So headlands 2, right. Let's do headlands 3 and see what happens. Oh, because it's already generated a course, it won't update it. Great job. So this has actually got a separate menu and inside a menu. So that didn't actually work, but there you go, you can still tab through. We've got 2 headlands, so it's done this curved corner. And then it's done a dark corner here. Cool. So fieldwork settings is 3. Here we go. So that's regenerated to 3. So rounded corners there. So I wonder if we go back into here and do our headlands. Number of rounded corners. 0. We regenerate that. There we go. So now we've got sharp corners. So nearest waypoint, first waypoint. So this is all exactly the same. Let's go first. Working width's automatically detected. It's got seed in it, so no. Right, now it's going. Look at that. First time up. Is this Farming Sim 25? It is Farming Sim 25 Fortnite Kid. It's a Courseplay, first time running it, and it seems to be doing what it should be doing. Oh yeah, still delete for that. In fact, what we can do, well, that right. Actually, I want to see what it does at the corners. It'll be interesting to see how this turns, considering it doesn't have a it's an articulated sort of trailer. It's not a rigid attachment. Okay. So it drives to the corner, stops, lifts up. Turning. Back into the corner. That's pretty cool. Now, can anyone correct me if I'm wrong? Did it do that in 25? 22, sorry. That's pretty cool. If that's a new feature, that's awesome. That used to be one of the things I used to hate, having to go back and clean up after Courseplay when they messed up in the corners. It's going to take longer, but it's going to save time in the long run. Right, what was I going to look at? Controls. So let's go all the way down. And we'll sort of power tools, parts vehicles, Courseplay. Open mini GUI, start stop driver, so Control H, Control G to generate a course. Okay, so you can do everything. You can set up a whole lot of controls here. Okay. Let's jump over here. Let's try this one. Let's go back to delete. Bring up a course. Field position. 3. This gun can do up down. What's my field group? So it's not on a field, so if I have the field position, I had an outline field, there we go. Generate a course now for that field. Okay, three headland passes. First waypoint, just go on that, so automatically unfolded. Now, this one should, if I go back into here, vehicle settings, raise and lower early, straw swath activated, all unloaded at 80%, self unload, so we can put a trailer on the edge, stop while unloading, deactivated. That one's cool. I think that's something I added late in 22. It was the same tension. Okay, good to know. So, let's try this. Let's just fully test it. Oops. Can I get this to go and unload a combine already? That'd be awesome if you can. It's already got the settings there. Unload empty, win over 85, offset left right. Right, so I've changed that. I used to use middle mouse button to enable and disable my cursor, but that's right click. And I did notice that that was here as a Courseplay setting there, so I used to reset it to middle mouse button. That's what I'm used to. I got field, we're on the field, let's go. Right, let's see if it'll do that. See the vehicle settings, show course, open HUD. Settings, expert mode, go to activated. I like it to show all active courses, show courses on the mini map. Ooh. so we can see everyone down there. Now going around. Not getting full. I'm going to bump the settings down on this. No, that didn't change my settings. Anyhow. Let's go into... Can I change the fieldwork settings? That's what I want. Vehicle settings. Or unloader. On that down to 60%. No, I didn't change the headlands settings on this one, so it's going around the headlands, not actually cutting the headlands. It's a bit silly. That's looking real good. Only other thing I want to test, I don't have a tractor now, is recording a course. Do that in a second. So see, it did what it had. It's the same way I had it set up for the seeder to start with, so it curves the first corner. And then as the corner's tighter, and it'll cut the others, so. It's one thing I like is when map makers create curved edges to the fields, because let's face it, that's how most fields are probably planted and done. How far are we? 54%, so let's just jump back over here. Ooh, okay. What's going on here? Giving me something out. Blocked by an object. I know, because you went backwards. Let's see again. In the field. Can you figure this out or not? I'm not going to begrudge it if it can't, considering it's only just released. But so far so good with everything else, right? I mean, I was asking it to do the hardest thing first. The other bits were all working perfectly. Hey, Corp. Oh my goodness, Corp, you've just missed. You're going to have to go back and watch. I've just spent an hour and a half doing forestry with FDR's stuff. I have to go back and rate my work. That would have been right up your eyes. When I was doing it, I was like, oh, I wish Corp Nut was here watching. No path found. Okay. So, unloading might not be quite what we were hoping. Oh, actually, let's just test one other thing. Will the self-unload on the combine work? Go around and we'll just get it unloaded a little bit so it can carry on moving, and then I'm going to turn on the self-unload. See if that works. It's still going. Let's try that then. Up that here. Vehicle settings. Self-unload activated. It's only at 75%. I don't know why it stopped then. It's bizarre. He had its mods an hour after they dropped. I'm not surprised. Oregon Trees is going to make a server with his new map from FDR. Nice. Yeah, so we just played on that pinewood forestry or whatever it is, which is FDR's map. It was fun though. I actually really enjoyed it. I've got my over here. Terrible camera work. I've got the T1600 set up on that side, and the arm stick on that side, and yeah, it worked out reasonably well. I thought I was quite happy with how it all went. Alright, let's see what happens for 85%. But anyhow, Coursplay's just dropped as well, Corp, which I know you're a fan of. So we're trying it out for the first time. Just loaded into Zalonka with the starter farm and the starter equipment, and just seeing how that goes. We've had the Elf for years. We had that when our kids were young. He's been hanging out here with me. He did actually. He was a marketing guru yesterday. With the Anxie Gaming sticker sitting in there with him. Okay. He's on brand. Right, I kind of want to watch about 3 different things going on at the moment. It's finished its headlands, so I want to see this go on to lands. See how that works. And see how this goes as well. Wait and see, because this is at 93, 94. So I want to see if I've just turned this on to self-unload. So the idea is it should drive to the edge of the field, find that trailer. It needs to be unloaded. Is it going to find a self-unload or not? So one of the grill of the Mercedes. Funny. It's funny where they pop up. Funny what people come up with them too. A lot of time and effort goes into it. Probably a little bit too much. Hey Squatch, how you doing, man? Good to see you. This is stopping in. Hope you're doing well. I'm seeing some of the things you've been releasing and sort of updating for 25 too. I haven't had a proper look at them. I was just browsing it last night. I think I've had a few notifications pop through. Right, so yeah, good to see you, mate. So, thanks for diving into the stream. That doesn't look like it's going to go and unload itself. Maybe because I turned that on after I'd started it. Let's try that. Let's disable this. Let's go nearest waypoint. Start it again. See if we'll figure out. That's interesting because it's almost like it's carrying on to 100% now, then go and self-unload. Whereas previously it stopped at 95%. The cat dragged in. 4 passes on a land, so will that go back and do this little strip of mist? Mrs. Corpnut was in hospital for a week. She had some issues with her kidneys and one of her legs due to slow blood flow. She's home now, but I'm pleased to hear she is home. I'm pleased to hear she is better. Yeah, good to hear that, mate. 99%. No, it doesn't want to go and unload itself. Oh well. That's alright. Figuring things out. There we go. So it has gone and picked up that next row. A little bit it missed. Yeah. Hey Yan, how you doing? This is the new thing in logging. It's yeah, Courseplay and logging is going to be just the bee's knees. Right, so let's, now that we've done that, tested those bits and pieces out, we're going to go and pick up the cultivator and see if we can record our own course. Or define our own map, because our field, because that will be what people will love for things like New Frontier, even the forestry map we were just on. Right, you see it's already picked up the widths and defined edges. So, what I should be able to, the way you used to do it was on the map, didn't you? So, I don't see, just off the bat, there's no option down here to record, I think. Let's go into here. Maybe not. Maybe no option for custom fields yet. Let's see, unless I'm missing something, can't see any options to changes there, nothing changes there. Okay. So maybe not able to create any custom fields. Unless it was is there a general setting for it? 6 settings, prefer custom fields. There's an option to prefer custom fields. Can't see anywhere. They're a cool one though. Oh well, I'm sure it'll come. Course generator. Custom fields. There are 2 ways to create it. The first one is to use the record function of the hard first press. Ah, yeah, that's the long way. Second option is draw the custom field on, but this is still, that's all FS22 stuff. But we can, okay, we can record it. You can record your own custom field. I don't have field create, cultivator create on or anything like that, but let's just do this as a little bit of a test. See how it will handle a complicated custom field. Destroying some crop. It's for science. Sure. Right. So go here. Detected. No, hasn't detected that. So let's go out field position. Here we go. So what if I do, because that's setting I had, yeah, so field position, as long as I click over top of it, so that's where it said if you have a custom field it detects that first, so right. Okay, looks a bit interesting. Number of headlands, so got 2 headlands on. There we go. I like the arrows in it too. First waypoint, first play. Just a hard right out of the box. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So if I had field creator on with the cultivator, we could actually create fields doing this. Instead, we can just rip up all the hard work that the guy just did seeding our wheat. The dog bone shape. See it on that one. Actually, probably can if I go to the field create job one. No. Still though, custom fields are there. So if you wanted to create a new field, sorry, I've taken out again. If you wanted to create a new field in somewhere like New Horizons, New Frontiers, sorry, then you could. All those options are there. And the eggnog. But Perfect. Oh, that's good to know. There you go. Crash course in Courseplay 101. So I'm sure there's a whole lot more I need to learn, including how to get into the menu through this. The only way I seem to be able to do it is through the Courseplay menu. Clicking on, yeah, you can click on that to bring it up. Yeah, cool. Look at that. Oh, and now we're going to have a collision. Perfect time to finish things up, I think. So yeah, there we go. Courseplay, go and grab it. It's on their GitHub. It is a development version, so you'll need to sort things out there if you want to get it. Got the warnings up there. Block by an object needs to be unloaded. All of those popping up. So yeah, how exciting that that's here just in time for Christmas. So with your time off and you want to spend a bit of time on Farm Sim, you can go along and try that out. Obviously cool to see Yoss's little store mod as well. I think that's pretty cool. If you didn't see that, go and check out the sort of, I don't know, probably an hour 20 into the stream. I don't have it on this game save, but basically you can put down a little building and that will provide a shop where you can buy items. So it's kind of like store deliveries was for 22, but you just have a building and it acts as a shop. So you can put it down at your farm. You don't have to, you know, drive back and forth between the yards if you want. So that will be with Giants for testing at some stage, I'm assuming. Yoss. Console question mark, because you think it's got a script in it or something, does it? So it might be PC only, but store deliveries was PC only, so it has a built-in workshop as well. So it's very cool little feature. Store deliveries one will work on a server. That's the whole idea. You can have one per farm, Anson. So yeah, there you go. Yoss has got you made for servers. Yeah. Yes. Good, cool. Merry Christmas to you all. Probably be my last stream for Christmas, so hopefully we'll catch up sometime afterwards. I don't know where I'm going to be for the next week and a half or so, so we'll just have to play it all by ear. But thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in today and across the course of the year, for your support, encouragement, and for just being a great part of the community. You guys are all legends. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and watching my content. And Chinook, thank you for those gifted memberships earlier as well. For everyone else who is a member on their own accord, thank you all very much as well. Yeah, I think that's about all. You guys all have a very wonderful Christmas. Enjoy some time with friends and family. Don't drink too much. If you do, make sure you stay safe. And don't eat too much. If you do, yeah, make sure you stay safe. Very heavy Christmas. Same to you, Yoran. But yeah, if you want to look for something to do over the holidays, we've also got the multiplayer servers, so feel free to go and join in and help out on those. You'll look at a loose end, want something to do. Yeah, otherwise, you guys all stay safe, have a wonderful Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you sometime soon. Take care. Bye.